No-fault benefits are payable regardless of fault. What this means is that you can be found to be the party that caused the crash. You can be even negligent in causing the crash, and you're still going to get no-fault benefits so long as you're not disqualified from those benefits. So the question is, have you been in an accident? And if so, are there any reasons to say under the law that you're disqualified from receiving no-fault benefits? One way a person can be disqualified is by intending to sustain their injuries. They intentionally get in a crash. That disqualifies them. That makes it no longer an accident. It makes it an intentional injury. The other way you can be disqualified is if you own a vehicle that is uninsured and you are operating that vehicle and you're in a crash. You are then an uninsured motorist and you are disqualified under the statute. It also disqualifies those who are knowingly using a stolen vehicle. So if you are even riding in a vehicle you know to be stolen and it's in a crash, you're going to be disqualified from no-fault benefits. You can also be disqualified from no-fault benefits if you're operating a vehicle that's insured under an insurance policy that has named you as an excluded driver. This happens sometimes in households. Certain people are excluded under an insurance policy. If they're using the vehicle, they're disqualified from no-fault benefits. You can also be disqualified if you're using your vehicle for something like ride sharing and working for Uber and Lyft, and your insurance company has an exclusion for using your vehicle for commercial purposes. The statute allows for disqualification in those situations. And then under the reforms, there is a new category of disqualification. And this is for anybody who would be deemed to be an out-of-state resident, meaning not a resident of Michigan. Anyone who is deemed to not be a resident of Michigan is disqualified from no-fault benefits unless they own and register a vehicle here in Michigan and insure it with a Michigan insurance policy. So it's a very limited class of out-of-state residents that could possibly be entitled to benefits. For the most part, anybody who is not a resident of Michigan is automatically disqualified from no-fault benefits, regardless of whose vehicle they're in, regardless of whether they're hit as a pedestrian, regardless of whether they're on a bicycle. This is a feature of the no-fault reforms, and it means that if you don't live here in the state of Michigan, you're likely not going to be entitled to no-fault benefits if you're in a Michigan motor vehicle accident.